Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Kathy J Show, everybody. Thank you for watching us and for streaming us on the Denver 7 app. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Kathy J. Thanks for hanging out with me. You can also go to kathyjshow.com, relive all of the fun that we have on the show, including behind the scenes stuff that we do. So thank you very much for checking out everything that we're doing, because we're working hard, so we appreciate the fact that you're feeling us. You got it? So I love that you guys are watching in so many different ways, because it's a joy to be with you. So on today's show, we're talking about joy. We're talking about how you start your day and end your day, and it's all about how you heal your energy. We're talking about how you deal with your issues and how you do it in a healthy, productive way. You know, I've personally seen so much growth of myself by doing what we're going to be discussing on today's show. I met today's guest, Angie, about 10 years ago. She actually was helping me be my best for my wedding. Now, so she helped me get ready for the wedding, and then after the wedding, Angie reached back out to me and she was like, "Hey, Kathy, you know, like, I feel like I can help you in other areas of your life." And then I was like, wow, I guess I'm just screaming, needs self-improvement. Thanks a lot, Angie. But I was like, help me, help me, help me. But here's the thing. I was really intrigued, because the fact that someone felt they need to reach out to me because they felt something wrong in my energy field, I was like, what is this about? Sure. So I started on this journey with Angie, and she really held true to her word. Like, I'm a better person because of her and what she does. Now, we talk about how you need to find your lights on the path of life. I talk about it all the time here on the show. Angie is one of my lights on a deep level. The other intuitive light in my life is my friend Barb. Hi, Barb. Hi, Mom June. And you're going to meet her when she comes to teach us how to meditate. But these women, Angie and Barb, they have gifts, and they are OGs in my life. And I'm blessed that they've lifted me up to who I am and who I want to be. Now back to that light. So it's energy, okay? It's like we all have energy. We're all just big balls of energy running around bouncing into each other. Some of us are bigger balls than the other balls, but we're all energy. And so when we bounce into a negative ball, some of that comes back on us. You have to figure out a way to protect yourself from it. And maybe you could do it with crystal beds. Have you heard of these things? You may have seen them like in spas, or somebody posted on Instagram, but it's this new age technology. Actually, it's not. It's been around for centuries. So like I said, we're all made of energy. So the Instagram model, you, me, all those different forms of energy need healing and recharging. So because we absorb energy from other people, good and bad, it can weigh us down, seem like maybe life's a little heavy and you don't know why. When it comes to crystals, ancient civilizations, they would use crystals in ceremonies for the healing. In Chinese medicine, they actually dip crystal needles, dip the needles for the acupuncture into crystals. So cool. And here's a little fun fact about crystals. Cleopatra, she believed in the power of them so much, she ground up the stones and she'd use them as eyeshadow. Probably the most expensive eyeshadow ever created, but hey, husband, it wasn't expensive as mine. I mean, it was more expensive than mine. But in all seriousness here, Angie's helped me really focus and clear my head on what really matters. And she's part of the reason why I was ready when the Kathy J Show opportunity came. She helped me see my path, stay on it, and I love her for it. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about the benefits of clearing your energy and giving it a little reboot. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I guess you need to get comfortable, right? As well as Angie has other services to help you, like kind of push you to do what we're about to talk about today. So I'm an open book. I can't wait to share Angie with you. It's going to be a lot of fun, everybody. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Kathy J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. All right, hello. Welcome back to the Kathy J Show, everybody. I'm Kathy J, and as I said, I've really opened myself up to our next guest. In the last 10 years, she helped me discover who I am on a spiritual level, for sure. What I'm about, what shaped me. Angie Larson, everybody. Please welcome Angie Larson, the owner of Intrinsic Wellbeing, to the show. Hey! Hi. You're here! You're here! I'm so proud of you. Okay, so Angie, everybody. Angie, actually, you raised your kids here in Evergreen? Genesee. Okay, yeah. So you have 2 kids.
2 children.
Yes, you got Nick and Tia.
Nick and Tia.
Yes, they're awesome. We're going to show a picture of them in a second. Look at how cute they were.
Aww.
They still are really cute. So you guys were up in Genesee. Nick's a boarder.
Yeah, he's a professional snowboarder.
Yes, and obviously Tia can ski too. She's a surfer.
Oh, she's a snowboarder.
She's a boarder,
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so you were that mom that kind of was just taking your kids and being a supportive mom.
I was just a stay-at-home mom, taking care of the kids. I did work a little in the snowboard industry, but really the whole function was to get the kids doing what they needed to do and all that stuff.
Exactly. So you've lived that life, everybody.
Yeah.
But along the way, you have always had a gift of hearing things and seeing things, but you shut it down for a while when you were a kid. Why?
Because it terrified me when I was little, because my family around me didn't understand, so they would make fun of me a little bit, tease me for what I saw. And then I saw things that were kind of scary.
Right.
You know,
you're a kid.
Especially being little in a house in Massachusetts. So it was very
haunted. That's all you have to say.
So I was like, oh, I don't think, what is that? And so now I'm clairaudient, where I can hear. I can hear the guides.
Gotcha. Okay. So when did it really start coming into this is what you need to do with your life? When did the guides start telling you, start putting effort into this work because we need you?
I was always being directed and told that was what I was going to do, and I'm like, oh no, you're crazy, you know. Especially like I grew up raising my kids with friends that would never think of this outside the box.
You have friends right now that have no idea.
I have a lot of friends. I'm like, Kathy's making me come out to the world, and I'm like,
hi,
I don't know. And even family, they're like, what does she do?
Because it isn't something. It's not like you're embarrassed about it. It's just you need a certain audience that understands it.
Right.
And what you do is you kind of help push people through an awakening to get rid of stuff that's been clogging up their spirit and their soul and making them feel alive.
Right.
And find what is their passion.
Right. It's like turning the light on.
Yes.
Like we forget who we are.
That's exactly right. And it could happen because, like we were talking about, the energy around us, you were surrounded as a family by bad energy.
Right.
So it couldn't cultivate you and make you grow.
Right. No, I had good energy too.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah. I'd see the angels and I'd see different beings to come to me and comfort me when I was sad. So, but if I tried to tell my mom, she would think,
no way.
Oh, you and your imaginary friends, you know, and I'm like, all right.
Now, when you started helping me for my wedding, when I came back, when you called me and said, I can really help you in other ways, I had no idea what you were talking about, but I showed up and I realized that what you helped me do was clear a lot of stuff that was in my head, bogging me down, keeping me from focusing on my goals, which was the Kathy J Show.
Right.
So we had to do all this work about, like this time we're going to pull cords from people that are negative in your life that you need to, because the negativity affects you.
Right.
And so you really worked with me on all that.
Well, and the self-talk, like we do it, like I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not thin enough to do this yet. I have to lose 10 pounds before I could do that. You know, we put all these limits on ourselves that we don't need. Like our light is meant to shine.
Yeah.
We need to shine it. And sometimes with life, we just start to we try to fit the mold of what we're told we need to be and do.
Right.
And so I just try to get in there. And first of all, you were my guinea pig. Anytime I took a class, I'd be like, Kath, can I try this out on you and see what you feel?
Yes. I'm like, absolutely.
But really, we're meant to shine. And it's like, how do we get in there and remove the garbage of our past? It could have been childhood issues. It could be just self-talk that we're not good enough for whatever reason.
Right. There's some people that feel that therapy is what they need to do to work through something that's holding them down.
For sure, and that helps.
Yes, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. But then also using other healing modalities to remove what other blockages. You can remove it. So get it out of the system.
Something as simple as she you know what she had me do? Start your day by smiling and saying, I'm going to start the day with joy.
Yeah.
Like that was something that she was.
Well, and that's what we really need to be doing right now, because we're living in a world of chaos and fear. You know, when you turn on the TV, it's scary. And so they want us to go in within, and every day, just before you even get out of bed, just feel, what does love feel like? Feel the joy, feel where you want to come from every day, and just get really grounded with that, because then you can go and have a great day.
Yeah. That's right. And nothing else can get to you. And if it does, it doesn't stick to you as much.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you call yourself, now you're not an intuitive healer. We're not doing that. It's not a psychic.
No.
You call yourself an awakener.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
more the transformational, like I love transformation and transforming people's lives.
Yes.
And coming from absolutely nothing and then just blowing it up.
Yeah.
And becoming the new you. Like,
Right.
who do you want to be? Like, no, you're not this. Be who you're supposed to be.
Because Angie really taught me to get into my intuition, you and Barb, but really that the voice you hear, that's your intuition.
Absolutely. Unless it's saying bad things. That's not your intuition.
Then that's not intuition. Why would you say that? Why?
Well, because if it's telling you you're not good enough, that's not intuition. Then that's your either self-talk or something
That's your
negative
ego.
around you.
That's your ego, which is
It can be
human-based,
yeah,
not spiritual-based.
It's not spiritual-based. It's not truly who you are. So what I'm awakening is your soul essence.
Yeah.
Your true spark of life, the light within yourself to make it rise.
Sounds
Come on
fun.
out.
Sounds fun, doesn't it, everybody? So when we come back, Angie's going to talk to us more about the different ways that you can start your awakening and some of the fun little tools that she can use, or if you go see her. We'll be right back.
Kathy J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness. You did. Welcome back to the Kathy J Show, everybody. Angie is here from Intrinsic Wellbeing in Golden. I'd highly recommend going to see Angie. She can help you shine like the sun dancing off the Rocky Mountains, everybody. She's also been one of my good friends for the last 10 years. Did you like that? You knew I was going to say the sun off the Rocky Mountains. That's how I feel when I'm driving out to Golden to your spot.
Do you?
Like it feels spiritual just heading out to your
Right.
spot, and then I
So
get
pretty.
there and it's spiritual. So here's what's funny. Yesterday, Angie, I was hanging out with my friend Kate, and I was telling her about the experiences I've had with you and the fact that you were going to be on the show today and she needed to watch and if she felt a connection that she should go see you. And she looked at me when I was saying some of the stuff I was saying like I was crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I forget that there's people that are just
Yeah.
shut off.
Right.
But it's not, she
okay.
can find spirituality in a different way. Totally fine.
Right.
What kind of people do you see? Do you help awaken?
First of all, mainly all referral based, so it's usually friends telling friends.
Yes,
and
how
that's
exciting
they,
it is.
And they see them like, why do you look so good? What are you doing? You're like, what's your secret? And so
Yep.
that's how it comes across. I've helped everybody from, there's athletes, there's just stay-at-home moms, there's just, it's all sorts of
Teenagers.
Teenagers.
You've had teenagers
Oh, I've
in
had a
there.
12-year-old in the other day.
Yeah,
to
that's
help with
awesome.
getting through her trauma that she's already experienced. You know,
Wow.
so remove it now.
You're the perfect person to help children with trauma because
Yeah.
you had a lot of trauma.
Oh, I had a lot of trauma growing up.
that
so.
you've overcome.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
It's just the challenge to overcome.
Yeah.
Why it's
Don't be scared of overcoming the challenge.
absolutely.
Yeah, because
and don't
it's
let it
there.
beat you.
It's there. To me, it's there as a stepping stone to make you stronger, to be the person you need to be on your path.
Absolutely, it helps you grow, and I have a lot of empathy because there isn't much that I haven't experienced. When somebody comes to me like, "You don't understand. This happened to me as a child," I'm like, "No, I totally understand.
Yep.
But okay, so let's rise."
Right, and you've
Let's-
raised two
yeah.
kids, so you understand the pain of
Oh,
the kids.
kids are fun.
Yeah, kids are fun.
I adore my children. They're
We do.
great.
I love it. So you have one of the tools that you have there at Intrinsic Wellbeing is this thing called the crystal bed.
Yes.
And the crystal bed, if you guys don't know, there's a lot of science behind crystals. Quantum physics tells us that everything's made up of energy, like we've been talking. So it makes sense that different forms of energy through the crystals can influence what's on the bed. Now, a guy from IBM created that bed.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, these are special crystals that were created by a guy from IBM that help the quantum energy field bring in the light.
Okay.
But then I created, and it came from Brazil, then I created my own healing modality that I use with it.
Okay.
So I use different modalities. So when you're in my room, I'm not just doing the crystal bed.
Right.
There's different modalities. I use white time healing. I'm a giver of light. And then I also use different gemstones that are charged with different frequencies, so we can remove obstacles in the life, like make life a little easier.
Yeah.
Is there childhood trauma, or do you just want to like start your own show? Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, let's get you out of the head. Of course you're going to shine. Like,
Yes, right.
Or somebody comes to me, they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what to do with my life. I'm just lost. And once we get that spark going, all of a sudden, like, oh, I know what I'm going to do.
You know, yes, exactly. But I have to point out, you have to do the work, everybody. There were so many times that I mean, the the self-doubt that I had, especially trying to create the Kathy J Show. And I mean, to get your light to shine when everyone around you is saying, tone it down or be in the box, it's hard. And so you really helped me, like you kind of saged my soul, like for real, like you just kept flushing the toilet for me. And I feel like it's a cleansing of sorts.
Right, it's a cleansing, and then also giving you the tools. It's your choice to use the tools or not use the tools.
It's all about
choices.
choices.
You get to either like go out with that light and keep it going and keep the work going, or you can say, okay, I'm going to go back into old habits.
Yes. And then, okay, so the Wellness Cocoon is another fun one that you have there. The Wellness Cocoon, everybody, you could burn 800 calories in your 45-minute session, and you get a brain tap put on.
Yes.
That's the fun part of that.
That is.
Okay, tell everybody what the brain tap does.
So the brain tap has different lights in the ears and different lights that go across your eyes. And you start to listen to either a healing meditation, or it could be a weight loss, like you don't want to eat that, you want to drink lots of water. or you can go to Lemuria. You can do anything magical you want to do. Or if there's PTSD, like get through the post-traumatic stuff.
Right. People come to you and they report that they have better sleeping habits, that they just are healthier.
Better energy.
Yes, I felt like this is the weirdest thing, y'all. Like we put energy, because I have bad knees from being a mascot in the radio station world. Hey, everybody. And so I remember being on the bed and feeling the heat around my knees.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know what's working on it, what's touching this right now, because there's nobody else in this room with me. But, I surrendered to it, and it's just a process.
Were you in the cocoon or the crystal bed?
Well, I was in the crystal bed when that happened.
Well, there's no heat there.
Yeah, there's no heat in the crystal bed. But it was on my knees.
That's cool.
And I haven't had issues with them. It's wild.
Lots of people will experience either cold or heat. My one friend, when she did it, she wanted to give me some feedback. She's like, that heating pad underneath the bed, I don't think you need it. It gets really hot.
And I was like, there's no heating pad. There's no heating pad there.
There's no heating pad.
But another thing that you have been instrumental in helping me do is cut the cords of toxicity in my life. Whether it was family, coworkers, you have to do that. You don't realize how much that really affects you, everybody. And it's a dark planet out there. And so the more that you can cut the cords to get your light to shine and feel better about who you are, the better, that's the process.
Oh, absolutely. It's like an energy cord that literally, it's when you break up with a person, say, and you just can't get them out of your mind. You're trying so hard, I can't get them out of my mind, and it's just traumatic. And then once you cut those cords, you're like, oh, I just feel so much better.
Right.
Because there's a heart cord going to the other person's heart, so it just keeps tugging and pulling and draining your energy in a sense.
So it's all symbolism, everybody, but there's some of you I know out there right now that are going, I totally understand the language you guys are using.
Or you don't.
Or you don't, okay. And that's okay. Yeah, I wanted to point that out. You have no problem. You're not the answer for everybody.
No. I think it's really important for people to find a healer or a modality that works for you right now.
Yep.
Because this world is tough right now. So if you can go find somebody that resonates with you to help you bring more light to your life, that's what's important right now.
And that's where I'm stopping you. We'll be right back, everybody. Angie has more about her uplifting, beautiful, intrinsic well-being spa, but we will be right back to talk about all that in a second. I love you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Kathy J.
The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on.
Losing my mind.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I can't believe we're already done with the show. The half hour goes so fast. But Angie wanted to let all of you, if you want to really get to know what she's talking about, she is offering $25 off of her crystal bed, everybody. So you just have to go to intrinsic-wellbeing.com, and you want to call the number that's on that website. And Angie actually will be the one answering the phone, so don't worry about it. She'll totally, she wants to get a feel for everybody that calls. So, all right. I also want to thank my partners, Ramos Law, FitMD, the Colorado Lottery, and Oakwood Homes, and IKEA Centennial. Thank you so much, you guys, for helping me out and be a part of this show. Keep it local. We love you so much for supporting the community. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, check out KathyJShow.com. Angie, thank you so much for being with us today.
For having me.
So I just wanted to say one more time, you are the best, and I love you. Thank you. Dreams come true. We're on the set.
All right.
Say goodbye, everybody. Bye.